press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello everyone. Well, I am here with you with the last supplementary of your 9th English, that is Monday morning. So dear children, look at the title of the lesson, Monday morning. See, this Monday morning, no, it is hated by many people, even most of the people, even elders, they do not like this Monday morning. Because Monday, it is actually officially Monday is the first day of the week and it starts the whole week's work. So that many people, they hate Monday morning, and children also, school going children, they also what they do not like, they do not like Monday morning. And many students, what they do, they used to give reasons, they used to tell many reasons to escape from the school. I think you also, you might have done this work, not now, but you have done this work when you were in the primary school and when you were in the higher primary, but not now. So now you are all grown up, you are in the 9th standard, you won't do like that. Even though you won't feel to come, then also you just convince your mind, you convince yourself, you struggle in yourself, and at last let it be, I will go and come. In this way you just convince your mind. I told you, not only children, many elders, even we people, we feel on Monday morning again we have to return to our work, again whole week we have to work. In this way we used to think. But not now. This pandemic situation, this corona has changed the entire scene. Nowadays what you are feeling? You are all feeling to come school, you are all missing your school and also your teachers and also friends. So the lesson, no, Monday morning, it tells us about one school going boy by name Tom Sawyer, who is not ready to go school. Every Monday morning he feels very unhappy, because I have told you, many people they hate, because in the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, what we used to do, we used to enjoy the weekend, holiday in our home, staying in home, eating well, watching TV, sleeping well and going outside and enjoying. And right after that again we have to return for our work. People will feel very unhappy on Monday morning. In the same way, Tom Sawyer feels very miserable on Monday morning, and he used to give many reasons. He is telling reasons to escape from the school. At last, he was taught a nice lesson. So the lesson, it's all about Tom Sawyer, and this lesson, it is written by a famous well-known American writer by name Samuel Langdon Clemens. So his original name, and he was well known by his pen name, that is Mark Twain. I have told you, pen name means, in Kannada we say Ankitanama, Padanama, Kavyanama. So in English what we say? Pen name. So what is the author's name here? Samuel Langdon Clemens. His pen name is Mark Twain, and he was born on 30th November 1835. So Mark Twain, he was a well-known American writer, author, entrepreneur and also a publisher. He has written many of the novels, and this lesson, it is a small extract taken from his novel, that is the book, that is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So I have told you, the lesson, it deals with the mischievous behavior of Tom Sawyer, and the lesson, it is an extract taken from Mark Twain's book, that is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. And the lesson, no, it revolves around four main characters. The very first character you have come to know, that is Tom Sawyer, who we can call as the hero of the lesson. He is a school going boy who is not willing to go school. Every Monday morning he feels very miserable. Lying on the bed only, he used to think, what reason can I give my aunt? What shall I tell my aunt to escape from my school? What reason shall I give? So he used to think lying on the bed itself. Okay. So second character is Sid. Sid, he is the half brother. He is the younger brother of Tom Sawyer, who is very studious, who is very good in reading, and who doesn't like the negative attitude, the misbehavior of Tom Sawyer. And Sid, no, he used to report everything about Tom Sawyer's to his aunt. He is the reporter, we can say. Whatever Tom Sawyer he does, what the mischievous thing he used to do, everything Sid used to report to his aunt. The third character is Aunt Polly. Aunt Polly, she is the aunt of Tom Sawyer and Sid, as well as a caretaker. Okay, and the last character is Mary, and all these four, they used to live together in a home. Aunt Polly, she is the caretaker. In her home only, Tom Sawyer and Sid, all these kids used to stay. Okay, so Monday morning, the lesson, no, it's really very beautiful lesson, and we can find a very comedy there. We can enjoy a lot in this lesson. Shall we begin? Okay. Look at the page number 176. I read the first page of the lesson. You just observe and underline the new words there. Okay. Monday morning, Mark Twain. It was Monday morning. Tom Sawyer was feeling miserable. Monday morning always found him so, because it started another week's slow suffering in school. He generally began the day with wishing he had no holiday on Sunday. It made the going to school again so much more painful. Tom lay thinking. Presently, he found himself pretending that he was sick. Then he could stay home from school. There was just a chance that something was wrong with him. He mentally examined every part of his body. He found no ailment. He investigated again. Just then, he thought he could detect some slight pain in the stomach. Tom began to encourage it with considerable hope, but he had little success. The pain soon grew feeble and presently died wholly away. He investigated again. He investigated further. Suddenly, he discovered something. One of his upper front teeth was loose. This was lucky. He was about to begin to groan, as a starter, as he called it. But almost all at once, it occurred to him that if he told his aunt about it, she would pull it out and that would hurt. So he thought he would hold the tooth in reserve for the present and investigate further. Nothing seemed to come to his help for some time. Then Tom remembered the doctor telling about a certain thing that laid up a patient for 2 or 3 weeks and threatened to make him lose a finger. So the boy eagerly drew his sore toe from under the sheet and held it up for inspection. Now that he had found a promising ailment, he had only to produce the symptoms. But he did not know what these were. However, it seemed worthwhile taking a chance. So he fell to groaning with considerable spirit. He should first of all get Sid, his younger brother, to tell his aunt about his ailment. But Sid slept on very soundly. So let us stop here and Look at the lesson. See, I have told you Monday morning, the entire lesson, it tells us about Tom Sawyer. So, we can apply the same lesson to our lives also. Even when I was in my childhood days, I also used to give reason to escape from the school, and I used to tell very, very safe reasons. So, if we used to say that reason should be a very solid reason. We should not hurt by that reason. We won't get any trouble. We should not get any trouble if we say any reason or any lie means we should not be troubled by that. In that way we used to say, but here Tom Sawyer, even though he was very, very clever, but he was caught by his Aunt Polly, and at last he was taught a nice lesson. Okay, so the lesson begins with the excuses of Tom Sawyer. So what he was doing, he was thinking, he was just want reason to escape from the school. Look at the lesson. It was Monday morning. Tom Sawyer was feeling miserable. So it was already Monday morning. Lying on the bed itself, Tom Sawyer was feeling what he was feeling? He was feeling miserable. So look at the word there, miserable. So miserable means unhappy. And miserable, no, it is an example for. Look at that word, look at that sentence and identify the parts of speech there. Miserable means miserable, unhappy. So look at the sentence. Tom Sawyer was feeling miserable. So I will write here. You have to tell me which part of speech is that, because it's already over to you, right? Tom Sawyer was feeling miserable. So here Tom Sawyer, what it is? It is a noun. It is an example for noun. In noun, which type of noun it is? It is a proper noun, right? Was is the helping verb, feeling is the main verb. Verb means it is an action word. Okay, say miserable, it is an example for what it is? It is an example for, can you tell me? It is an example for adverb, because miserable, no, this word, it explains about the verb, how it is going on, how Tom Sawyer he was feeling miserable. So a word which describes the verb, it is an example for adverb. I have already told you in your grammar classes, you have come to know. So Tom Sawyer, it is a proper noun. Was is the helping verb, it is a primary helping verb. Feeling is the main verb, and miserable, this word, it explains about the verb, then it is an example for adverb. Okay, so look at the lesson. Tom Sawyer was feeling very unhappy. Why he was feeling unhappy? Because he has to go school, right? Monday morning always found him so, because it started another week's slow suffering in school. So not only today, every Monday morning Tom Sawyer, he feels like that only. And what he feels like that again this Monday morning, no, it starts my whole week's suffering in the school. So you children, you people, you won't think like that. So you used to enjoy your time in the school, right? But here Tom Sawyer, he was very, very naughty and he was very mischievous. What he thinks going to school like his suffering. Not only suffering, slow suffering. So in Kannada we can say naralata. So ನರಳೋದು, ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನರಳಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಇಡೀ ವಾರ, ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸಫರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? ಟಾಮ್ ಸಾಯರ್. ಸೊ ಟಾಮ್ ಸಾಯರ್, he feels miserable on Monday morning. Every Monday morning he feels like that because he thinks that Monday morning it starts my whole week's slow suffering in the school. He generally began that day with wishing he had no holiday on Sunday. It made the going to school again so much more painful. So every Monday morning he generally lying on the bed itself, he used to think, he used to begin that day with wishing I didn't have any holiday on Sunday, and that Sunday I didn't have any holiday. It made me to go school again, and it's really very painful to me. So how he thinks? He thinks going to school is a painful thing. Going to school is like a suffering for him. And he says, I had no holiday on Sunday, even we also. So whole week we have to work. This week we don't have any holiday in between. In between there is no holiday. Whole week we have to work, we have to go. In the same way Tom used to begin that day with wishing that he had no holiday on Sunday, and this made me to go to school again, and it's really very painful for me. Okay. Tom lay thinking. Presently he found himself pretending that he was sick. Then he could stay home from school. See, Tom, what did he do? He didn't keep quiet. He started to think. Observe the word there. Lay. Lay means to keep. Okay. So, lie thinking. He started to think. What he started to think? What I can give reason. He was searching for the reasons. And presently, he started to feel like he was sick. So I have told you, if you want to escape from the work, what you can say in your home? You used to say, I am not feeling well, I am tired, I have a stomach ache. If you say fever means, your parent will come and touch like this, and they say, nothing is there, you just go to school. But here Tom is very intelligent. He started to pretend. Observe the word there, pretend. Pretending means acting. So what he started? He started to act. How? So he was feeling some sickness in his body. He started to act. So presently he found himself pretending. He was acting like that he was sick. Sick means you all know, illness. ನನಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವನೇ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. He was feeling like that. Then he could stay home from school. Why he was pretending like that? If I tell that I am not well and I am sick, then I can easily stay in home. I could stay in home very easily. There was just a chance that something was wrong with him. He mentally examined every part of his body. He found no ailment. So what he did? There was just a chance that something was wrong with him. So something he was feeling illness in his body. And what did he do? He mentally he started to examine his every part of his body, and he didn't find any ailment. Observe the word ailment there. Ailment means illness. So what did he do? He started to examine mentally. So what I can say, what illness I can tell my aunt. And he investigated every part of his body. He looked at his hand. Shall I tell about my aunt, about my headache or stomach ache? Just like that, he was mentally examining every part of his body. Then also he found no ailment. Observe the word found there. That is the past form of the find. Find, found, finding. I have told you there are 4 verb forms: present, past participle, present participle, and there he found no ailment. There that verb it is in the past form. So he didn't find any illness. He investigated again. Just then he thought he could detect some slight pain in the stomach. He didn't give up. He was trying again and again. Again he was investigating his entire body. Just then he thought he could detect. Detect means discover. So what he detect? He discovered a little pain. Sorry, detect means discover. Take down that. Detect means discover. Slight means little, very small. Okay. Slight means little, very small. Okay. Detect means discover. So he investigated again. He didn't give up. He investigated again. Just then he felt a little pain in his stomach. He discovered a little pain in his stomach. Tom began to encourage it with considerable hope, but he had little success. The pain soon grew feeble and presently died wholly away. So, when we encourage the pain, it grows more. We should not concentrate on that, right? So, but here Tom, what he was doing is, he was encouraging that pain to grow more. ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಪೇನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. I have a pain in my stomach. He was encouraging that, and unfortunately what happened, the pain soon grew feeble. Observe the word feeble there. Feeble means weak, and that pain, now what happened, it became weak and died wholly away. He had little success. He was encouraging that pain, but unfortunately that pain, it became weak. ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದೋ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆ ನೋವು ಸತ್ತು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನೋವು ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಥರು, ದಟ್ ಪೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೈಡ್ wholly away. Okay, he investigated further. Suddenly he discovered something. One of his upper front teeth was loose. This was lucky. He was about to begin to groan as a starter, as he called it. So I told you, Tom, he is very intelligent. Intelligent in what way? He is intelligent in finding the pain. He is intelligent in finding the illness in his body. He didn't give up. He was trying again and again. What he did? He investigated again. Suddenly, he discovered one thing. He thought about his teeth. One of his upper front teeth, it was loose. Observe the word teeth there. Tooth, teeth. So, noun, number, you have come to know, right? Tooth, teeth. So, one tooth, hallu, hallugalu. In English, what we say? Tooth, teeth. Just like foot, feet, like that. Okay, so here what happened is, one of his upper front teeth, it was loose, and he thought lucky, and he started to groan as a starter, as he called it. Observe, one more word is there, groan. Groan and moan, these two are the synonyms, we can say. A painful sound, a painful sound, or usually when we are not feeling well, we used to groan. In Kannada we say munugodu. For example, if you are not feeling well, you used to do like that, like that we used to groan, no? So that is what in English what we say is groan and moan, a painful sound, very low, dull, painful sound. Usually when we are feeling not well, we used to groan. So here also Tom, very luckily, he thought about his tooth, and one of his upper front teeth, it was loose, and he started to groan. And he started to groan as a starter, as he called it. Yes, obviously, when you are not feeling well, if you groan means your parents will come to know. ನೀವು ಮುನುಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, if you are lying on the bed, if you groan means your parents will come to know that you are not feeling well. So that Tom, he starts to groan as a starter, as he called it. But almost all at once it occurred to him that if he told his aunt about it, she would pull it out, and that would hurt. So Tom is very intelligent, I have told you, very, very talented. So almost all at once it occurred to him, see, if I tell my aunt about my tooth, loose tooth, then what she will do? She will pull it out, and that would hurt me. ನಾನೇನಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಂಟ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಹಲ್ಲಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಹಲ್ಲು ನೋವು ಅಥವಾ ಹಲ್ಲು ಲೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹಲ್ಲನ್ನ ಕಿತ್ತು ಬಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಂಟ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನನಗೆ ನೋವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್? Tom Sawyer. He thought, if I tell my aunt, she would pull it out and that would hurt me. So he thought he would hold the tooth in reserve for the present and investigate further. So he thought, so no, I should not say about my tooth. So in the future, if the chance comes means, if the time comes means, I will take this reason, I will take this chance. And what did he do is, he hold the tooth in reserve. Observe the word in reserve there. In reserve means for future use. So what he thought, in the future, if the time comes means, I will use this reason. Now I will keep this in reserve for future use, but for the present I investigate further. So ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಾರಣ ಹುಡ್ಕೋಣ, ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಈ ಕಾರಣ ಹೇಳೋಣ. ವಿಚ್ ರೀಸನ್? The reason is that he has a loose teeth and it is aching him. Nothing seemed to come to his help for some time. Then Tom remembered the doctor telling about a certain thing that laid up a patient for 2 or 3 weeks and threatened to make him lose a finger. So he started to think and think and think. Nothing come to his help for some time. He sat quiet. He was thinking. Suddenly he remembered about a doctor's saying. One doctor, he said like that about a patient. That patient, he was afraid because he had a lot of pain in his finger, and because of that pain, he was afraid that he would lose a finger. So he thought, he is thinking about that doctor saying. What the doctor said, he had told about one patient, and that patient, he laid up. Observe the word laid up there. Laid up means to be on the bed for some time because of some illness. Okay, to be forced on the bed. Laid up. To be forced. To be forced to stay in bed because of illness. So that the patient, he had laid up on the bed for how many days? For 2 to 3 weeks. Which illness he had? He had a pain in his finger. Because of that pain, that patient was completely afraid. He was threatened. Afraid means bayabhitanagidda. He was threatened that he will lose a finger. So the boy eagerly drew his sore toe from under the sheet and held it up for inspection. So now Tom Sawyer, what did he do is, he eagerly means very curiously, he curiously took his sore toe. Observe the word toe there. Toe means kaal beralu. What do you mean by toe? ಕಾಲ್ ಬೆರಳಿಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಟೋ. ಸೋರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪೇನ್ಫುಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೋರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ painful. So he drew his toe and he was inspecting it. See, observe the word there. Eagerly, he was very curious. Suddenly he drew andre elkonodu. He drew his leg. He drew his leg, that toe ಕಾಲ್ ಬೆರಳನ್ನ ಎಳ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಕಾಲ್ ಬೆರಳನ್ನ ಎಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. He was inspecting it. Now that he had found a promising ailment, he had only to produce the symptoms. So finally, Tom Sawyer has got a promising means a very strong, very solid reason, very strong illness. Observe the word ailment there. Ailment means illness. Now finally, Tom Sawyer, he had got a very strong illness. Now what he has to do? He has to produce the symptoms. See, I have told you, when we are not feeling well, we have to produce the symptoms. What are the symptoms? We have to lie on the bed, we have to groan, we have to moan. Then parents will come to know, then our elders will come to know that we are not feeling well. In the same way, he is producing symptoms. Okay, what he is doing? He is groaning. He started to groan. So he had only to produce the symptoms, but he did not know what these were. However, it seemed worthwhile taking a chance. But Tom Sawyer, he was a very small boy. He did not know what these were. ಅವನು ತುಂಬ ಚಿಕ್ಕವನಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರಿವು ಅವನಿಗಿಲ್ಲ. But what he had in his mind, he thought that, however, it seemed worthwhile if he takes that chance. So he did not know what these were, but he felt that if I take that chance, if he takes that chance, it will be profitable to him. It will be worthwhile to him. What profit he could get? Only the profit is he could stay away from school in the home itself. So he can escape from going to school. That is what the profit he wants. He thought that, so it is really very profitable. It is really worthwhile taking this chance. So he fell to groaning with considerable spirit. So what did he do? He started to groan with a lot of spirit. Tumba chaladinda, tumba energy haki. With a lot of energy, with a considerable spirit, he started to groan. He should first of all get Sid, his younger half brother, to tell his aunt about his ailment. But Sid slept on very soundly. So first of all, he should get up. He should make Sid to get up. I have told you, as I have already told you, Sid, he is the half brother of Tom, and everything, whatever happens in the home, whatever Tom he does, the negative things, every mischievous things will be reported by Sid to Aunt Polly. Sid is the reporter. Whatever Tom does, he will be the reporter of his mischievous things to his aunt. So now Tom, he wants Sid to get up, and he should get up and he should take this news to Aunt Polly. Now the main thing is Aunt Polly should realize, she should come to know that Tom was not feeling well, and she should say that, Tom, you are not feeling well, my child. You just today you stay in home, take rest. That is what Tom Sawyer he wants. So that he started to groan louder and louder, because he wanted to get up his half brother, that is Sid. He should first of all get Sid, his younger half brother, to tell his aunt about his ailment. But Sid, know what he was doing? He slept very soundly. So observe the word there. He slept on, but Sid slept on very soundly. We used to say, ತುಂಬಾ ಗಡದ್ದಾಗಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. In the same way, Sid, he slept on very soundly. Okay, so this is what about today's class. The rest of the lesson will be continued in the next session. Okay, thank you.